You're gonna be a faggot.
No! Fuck! And I did not know that she was 14. She didn't tell me her age.
Now, I never thought I'd have to make a video on this. Sorry I have to wear this hat. Just washed my hair and it's so big. But I never thought I'd have to make a video on this person. But, you know, it is what it is. Recently, I don't know if you saw this, but there were some pretty upsetting allegations against another content creator by the name of Coryxkenshin. And I went through the screenshots, the videos, and you know, the overall reaction and whatnot. And here's what I see personally in my opinion, right? Let me fix this thing. Honestly, I don't think these allegations are really valid enough to try to cancel this guy, which is a lot what I'm seeing. A lot of his newer fans are like, oh, Corey's an awful person and everything. I don't think they're extreme enough to really cancel such a person that's given like literal years of his life for YouTube, right? And we can go over these allegations little by little, right? There is a video up, and I'll be posting it, and let's see what you guys think about it, right? Here it is.
Still on. Yeah, still on. Then I woke up again, and it was off. Did you watch me sleep? Did you watch me sleep? Yeah, I actually did some to you while you were asleep too. Why? I'm sorry, I just got this fetish that I do. You know. What? I didn't hurt you. You're good, right? What'd you do, Corey? Don't worry about it. Corey? Yeah. Corey, what did you do? Do that. Look, this came out of my face. I didn't do anything. You did something, and I'm gonna find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Where you going with this?
Coffee break. Oh, that's fantastic. So what we see from the video, is obviously pretty old, right? Corey still has his awkward haircut, 2016, 2015, whatever you may call it, and the girl has a little comb over. You can see in the video that, you know, she's recording him, and he seems a little off about her recording him, but nonetheless, they're still recording. In the video, you see Corey make a joke saying he did something to her in her sleep. Doesn't really say it. Alright, at the tone of his voice, obviously saying it's a joke, and they both laugh it off, and it's not like a, you know, an awkward laugh where they're like, oh, you know, funny, more like, oh, that's pretty funny. And she even herself said it, that it was just a joke between them, right? They're both into some type of weird fetish.
Like, you already clarified this, that you posted that video was a happy moment, but they said that video alludes to, like, you know, like, because it was not, it's a little bit of a murky statement that he makes in there. Like, why couldn't you post any other video of y'all having a good time instead of that one? Because that one does make it seem like he's on something weird. You know what I'm saying? So I do think that's a valid question, and I do think that that is worth addressing. I could understand, like, why that came off bad. Like, I didn't think much of it because, like, again, I wasn't really doing this because, like, I was, like, analyzing everything.
Right? That's honestly none of my business, really digging my nose into it. Whatever Corey likes is what Corey likes. Whatever she likes is what she likes. I don't really care. So, for her to kind of point it out as him being some type of rapist is honestly kind of weird. And the whole argument, supposedly, the whole allegation was that he did emotionally abuse her. All right. From what I read on the story, they were together. Let's rewind. All right, I'm gonna put a little pin on it right now, or I will come back to it later. But let's rewind to the very beginning, kind of get the context. So, right from what she said in a video on a live stream.
The very first thing I communicated, and this is how I met Corey, was through Twitter, when Twitter was still Twitter. My best friend spammed him saying, because, you know, I used to be a Corey fan before we got together, and you know, that is the truth. Like, I used to be a fan. I binge watched all his videos one summer, and like, I you know, I liked the personality that I saw, and I started to develop a crush on him. And then my best friend thought it was a cute idea to, like, spam him.
They met because she was a very obsessed Cory fan, where she would just binge watch all of his videos, and she began to develop a crush on him. She and her friend thought it'd be a little funny to spam him on Twitter, and eventually he did reach out, and they began dating. They would text, they would call, they would text through Xbox, Skype messages, all the fun stuff.
Our thing, because at the time I did have an Android phone, I did not have an iPhone.
You said what year was this?
This was between the 2016 and 2018. This is when this was happening.
And obviously, you know, that's literally just what happened, and that's how it's been happening, right? The relationship didn't go through, right? You know, it happens. They broke apart, and I mean, what more can you say? Relationships fall apart whether you like it or not. In the screenshot that we see from the Xbox account, Cory's Xbox account, supposedly, allegedly, I don't know how accurate that would be. He messages her after a while saying, you know, hey, I want to F up your life, right? I'm not going to really cuss on here. But, I mean, the screenshots are a little weird. They're a little, not very believable, right? I can show them right here. And I'll let you, you guys put down whether you think it's real or doesn't seem as believable. An opinion on this is really just, another parasocial type of event, right? A fan gets too close to the content creator and makes these weird allegations out of, spite, really, right? And we've seen this happen, many times before. One of the greatest examples of this happening and ending good, surprisingly, was with Quiet, when he was dating this person he really liked, and they fell through. It happens, and she or I'm not sure what they are. I'm just gonna say they posted a lot of very evil stuff, right? Saying Quiet did this, Quiet did that, and a lot of people jumped in and they're like, yeah, I fully believe this, and they were ready to cancel him. He waited just a little bit, gathered everything he can, every single screenshot, receipt, everything they needed, and he posted it, and he was able to debunk what happened. And I think this is another type of situation where people are almost too quick to jump in and be like, you know what, Cory is guilty, Cory is a bad person, and I think we should cancel him. I think after a while, Cory's gonna, come out and be like, this isn't true, here's what I can have. And honestly, this is why many content creators don't want to be friends with their fans, for that very reason. They become extremely toxic and attached to the content creator, and it becomes this whole problem with them wanting to be friends and then feeling offended for them and it's honestly very dangerous, right? We see this happening with Taylor Swift, which doesn't add up right now, but she has a very toxic fan base where people almost know her genuinely. It's the same with Cory. And I'm gonna say this: content creators are not your friends. I am not your friend, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna go out of my way to call you peasant or to be rude to you. I'll still be friendly and I'll still be nice and kind, but I'm not your friend. I don't want to know you personally, and that's really what this comes down to. People are trying to, they've grown this weird type of friendship with Cory. Cory does not want to be your friend. He might be friendly to you, and he might, show some respect or care, and that's really what it is. He has respect for his fans. He has admiration for his fans, but he does not want to know his fans personally. He does not want to be friends with his fans. Now, I'm not sure how true that might be. Maybe after this he might be. And I see a lot of his fans also stuck up to him. A lot of his fans turned on him because of these allegations. They saw it and they immediately wanted to believe the victim of the accuser. That's all I really want to say. To the victim, right? I'd say, really, if this is a big problem, right? If Cory was some type of really evil person and you felt it genuinely in your heart that you needed to express this, then maybe next time show up with a little more screenshots, show up with a little more genuine feel. But obviously that's not what happened. You wanted some type of platform, and you said a lot of mean things that just didn't happen. Right? You were an overly obsessed fan that just didn't get her way with Cory, and that's really what happened. I would say I'm a fan of Cory, but I would never say I'm a friend of Cory. You know, because I know the difference between two. I have admiration for Cory, but I'm not going to go out of my way to become personal friends with Cory. Obviously, there's some type of sympathy felt towards her. I'm sorry that the relationship didn't go through, right? Everybody goes through heartbreak and they fall apart with each other. And it sucks. I know it does suck. It does leave a pit in your stomach, and I'm sorry that happened. But you know, this was a little too far, right? Obviously, with what that just happened, I don't expect Cory to be making a lot of YouTube videos soon, just because his personal life was affected this bad. All I want to say is be careful out there, what you say and what you do. And honestly, I can say that I think this allegation is false. From what we saw and from what we saw from the creator, I don't think this was accurate or real at all. So take care and good night. I have been and always will be Detective Poncho. Now, post-credit scenes. I will be talking about this more on my Instagram. I have 2 Instagrams, but my main one that I use for videos like these are Leper_FilesYT. Right, you can follow me on that one. I'll post that on my comments or something. Right, I really do appreciate all of the help I've gotten from you fans. I respect it a lot. Right, I'll probably be live streaming some of this, and if you guys want to come discuss this, right, I'd really appreciate it if you did. Obviously, because it's such a crazy thing to do. So, thank you guys and good night.